Well, welcome back, and thank you to Todd Grisham and our various guests as we start the main press conference for Saturday night's huge night of World Championship Boxing here in Fresno, live across the world on DAZN. And before we talk about the championship fights and before we talk about the main event as well, I'm delighted to be joined by three incredible talents up here on the stage. So many fighters at different stages in their career. I guess when I talk about prospects, the two men to my immediate right and left, we can't really talk about prospects anymore because you're ready to start taking the big challenge. Down on my far left, Khalil Coe, who is more of that prospect stage right now, but what a group of talent we have up here. Khalil, I'll start with you. Brilliant last time out on the Devin Haney card. It's taken a little bit of time to come back while we were waiting to confirm our schedule, but you're here, October 16th, Fresno, ready to make another statement.
Most definitely, you know, I'm just looking to build off of the next fight, you know, and get better and better. And I'm here with a former teammate, another friend, and we're going to put on a show.
Everybody knows about you from the US amateur team and setup, and obviously your former teammates as well, but not many people know outside of that. And I feel like your last fight, people just took up and stood notice. I know it was a routine victory for you, but did you feel that people and the feedback that you received from your last fight really showed that people are excited about the journey of Khalil Coe?
Most definitely, you know, the outcome was bigger than I expected. You know, even once I fought, the people who were yelling my name, I know I had my own section, but there were a lot of other people that I didn't know that came and support me, and it felt amazing.
I know you're a few steps behind these guys as well, but you do have the ambitions to move quite quickly in the division. 175 pound going to be your focus. Great division right now, and I think when you look at the fighters coming through and those prospects, you're really well placed. You've got a lot of those fighters, Beterbiev, Joe Smith, you know, coming towards the end of the tenure, Dimitri Bivol as well. But it's wide open, that division, over the next sort of 12, 18 months to really start making your stamp.
Most definitely, you know, I'm here to make a statement on Saturday, you know, so they can recognize and see I'm coming.
Well, I'm delighted to welcome back Nikita Ababiy. Nikita, it's been a while. Firstly, how does it feel to be back? Where are you at? Your mind right now? You had that break. We felt like you needed that break. You came out the blocks real fast as a pro. Almost the wildness of that might have taken over. You've had a time just to step back, reassess your goals, and looking at you in training, you look absolutely ready to go on Saturday night.
Yeah, I feel amazing. I feel like I've never left. I'm back like I never left. You know, you know, I have to take care of little things, you know, mental stuff, you know, family stuff, all that, you know, because when you're in the boxing game, you gotta eat, sleep, breathe only boxing, right? So, you know, I have to take care of a couple things, and you know, now I'm back and I'm only breathing boxing. So,
when you started out, you were, you know, thrown straight into the limelight. You're fighting on all these big cards, Madison Square Garden, all around the country as well. Did that come a little bit too quick for you? Did you feel as well, or you had a time to reflect? You seem like you really understand what's required now in the sport. We know that obviously you know these YouTube guys, they're your fans as well. You embroiled yourself into that world a little bit, but the focus right now, you're ready to really make a move in this sport.
Yeah, it's like when in the beginning, like I feel like I was living in the moment. Like I wasn't really comprehending, understanding that I'm fighting in Madison, that I'm fighting in the O2, that I'm fighting in, you know, Staples Center. And then yeah, you know, it kind of hit me, you know, at once type of thing. And but now I have a lot, you know, I feel like I'm maturing. I'm 22 now, and you know, I have a better grasp. But again, like I really feel like I'm a late bloomer, and where I'm at right now, I'm gonna be nowhere in 2-3 years. So.
Obviously, as well, you were one of the first fighters that we signed with Matchroom and DAZN.
The first. Come on.
And really, when you look at it, a lot of you guys now, I find it hard to even call you prospects anymore. We're 2 or 3 years on. You know, you've been inactive a little bit in the last year, but you know, Diego, I'll come on to him as well. You guys are like 1, 2, 3 fights away from being in some serious tests as well. That's exciting because I want to give you the chance to develop. But I also want to see what you're made of in the 160 pound particularly division.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, you know, you move quick when you with a great promoter like yourself, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's like, you know, I guess you could say we're not prospects anymore, and in a couple of fights, you know, finish this Saturday, get another fight in December, and then, you know, it's gonna be interesting for the next years to come.
Well, I'm really pleased to see you back, mate. Look forward to White Chocolate putting on a show on Saturday. Probably one of the youngest in our roster, but also someone that's probably the most developed in terms of where they're at in their career and looking at championship fights. Diego Pacheco, welcome. You're going to have plenty of support here on Saturday. What a great stage for a big night of boxing. Still so young, but you've experienced all those things that Nikita's experienced as well. You boxed in Saudi Arabia, you boxed of course in Mexico, you boxed all over the States as well. A lot of people start talking about championships for you in 2022, and a good test for you on Saturday as you continue that progression.
You know, I'm like you said, still very young, but moving pretty fast in the sport, and I feel like I'm moving at the right pace. You know, every test that's been put in front of me, I've been able to take care of, and I just look forward to keep doing the same thing that I've been doing.
Obviously, you've been getting that quality time in the ring as well, but the sparring you've had as well has been consistent, professional, and impressive as well. Do you think that's been a big part of your development as well?
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, I'm from LA, so I'm really blessed to be able to work with all the world champions down there. A few names: David Benavidez, Canelo, and a lot of other guys who've helped me develop and have taught me a lot of things in the gym. And yeah, I'm really thankful for that, and I'm happy with how my career has been going so far.
Well, you're in a great place. I think Saturday will be another big statement, then we move on to championships late part of 2022. Whatever you do, wherever you're tuned into DAZN all around the world or here in Fresno, do not miss three of the most exceptional young talents in the sport: Diego Pacheco, Nikita Ababiy, and Khalil Coe as well, ready to put on a great show here in Fresno on Saturday. And delighted to bring up two great fighters here and two great trainers as well. These two not fighting each other, of course, on Saturday night, but Brock Jarvis, one of the most impressive, most scintillating talents in Australian boxing, makes his Matchroom debut for us on Saturday night. Delighted to also be joined by his trainer Jeff Fennick, and to my right, Jesse Rodriguez, one of the rising stars in the flyweight division, and of course his trainer Robert Garcia as well, big part of the action on Saturday night. Their opponents getting their medicals done ahead of their fights: Jesse Rodriguez against Burgos and Brock Jarvis against Rodriguez, but not this Rodriguez. Brock, I'm going to start with you, mate. Welcome, and thanks for making the trip over from Australia. Australia, such a big, important market for us on DAZN now, and a real bloom area of global boxing. You're right at the forefront of that. You're ready to put on a show at this arena on Saturday night.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, me and Jeff, we work real hard, and you know, very grateful for the opportunity to be on such an amazing show. Obviously, Mikey Garcia is one of the all-time greats. So for me, it's an amazing privilege, and I've been working real hard, and I'm ready to go to work.
Obviously, it's a big platform and occasion for you on Saturday, but you've also been putting the hard work and the time in the gyms here in the US. I know you've sparred with a lot of these guys previously. I think Montana Love and obviously Devin Haney before, and been putting in the work with Keith Hunter and those guys as well. A big part of your preparation has been the quality sparring you've been getting in the US. Yeah,
absolutely. We've been training at a lot of Bones Adams gym in Vegas, and we've been working with the guys there. Great group of guys, and they've been helping me out. And I'm very thankful for that, and it's got me ready.
Undefeated, and I know very aggressive in terms of your development as well, and not a million miles away from challenging for a title as well. But these kind of experiences pivotal to your development as well, and for me, trying to give you these opportunities, these experiences, grow your profile before you're 100% ready to go and challenge for the world title.
Yeah, one step at a time for me. I think I've got a tough fight on Saturday night, and I've prepared for a hard 10 rounds, and that's what I'm expecting. So we're ready for that.
Well, former world champion, the legend Jeff Fennick as well. Welcome, Jeff. There's not many bigger fans of Brock Jarvis. We know there's millions of them around the world, particularly women as well. This guy is the Australian hunk of boxing, of course, and maybe you were once in your day, Jeff, as well. But right now, a trainer and a great trainer. But I know you, obviously very close to Brock, but a massive fan of this young man.
Yeah, I grew up in a bit of trouble when I was young, and Brock's uncle, who's an amazing rugby league football player, but also as a policeman, was a big part in taking me off the streets and putting me into the youth boys club and helping me. And 7 or 8 years ago, I get a knock on the door from Brock's father, and he asked me would I be interested in helping and training young Brock, and immediately I said yes. I took him out of the back. We'd done some training, and the rest is history. It's 19 fights, 19 wins, 17 knockouts, and I think that America and the people on DAZN are going to see something very, very special. They're going to see somebody who throws well up to 100 punches every round, and he's very, very committed, and we're very, very blessed and honoured to be sitting here with you guys, especially with the Garcia family, who I respect totally, and I'm looking forward to this fight night on Saturday night.
Although boxing is booming in Australia right now, you know, you spent a lot of your time as well fighting internationally. Do you see the importance of that for a young fighter's development as well? Of course, the plan for us is to have big stadium fights with Brock Jarvis in Australia as well, but the key to those appearances globally and getting the rounds of sparring in the US as well, and on stages like this, so important for his development.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of times we'll get an Aussie guy who'll just go overseas for that one-off trip, and all of a sudden they get shocked, they get stage fright, and people think, wow, could he really fight? Well, this guy's travelled the world. We've been to Japan sparring, we've been to Mexico, we've been to America, we've been to Bangkok, and so this kid's really, really ready. And we thank all the people back at home that have supported us throughout his brief career, that have supported us to make sure we've been in this position. And now we've got the best in the business. We've got with you guys, with Matchroom, and we can't ask for any more than that. Now it's all in our court. We've just got to prove to everybody that we can fight.
Well, thank you, Jeff, and thank you, Brock. We look forward to a great fight on Saturday night. Robert and Jesse. Robert, as much as Jeff's big fan of Brock Jarvis, you as well, huge fan of Jesse Rodriguez, and Mikey as well. I've got to say, Mikey plagues me all the time about Jesse Rodriguez. This young man is a great talent. It's Burgos for him on Saturday night, and then looking for a shot at the World Championship as well, but an outstanding fighter in Jesse Rodriguez.
Definitely, Eddie, first of all, thanks for giving us the opportunity, and I know that Jesse, in the next few fights, he'll be among the best pound for pound fighters in the world, because he's that talented. We all know it, we all see it in the gym. We just need that opportunity, and I'm glad you guys are giving it to us. I know we're gonna do something together very, very good, and build this kid to be pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world, because I know my boxing, and everybody in my gym knows the same. My gym is full of talent. You guys know my stable, but he's one of the most talented fighters in my gym.
Well, I must know that, because every time I put a fight to you, and you've never turned one down, whether it's Kyoguchi, whether it's Soto, whether it's Bermudez, whether it's Burgos, you're just ready to let him fly now.
We need that opportunity. I know there's also a title fight at the same weight division Saturday night. We would love to get the winner. He's ready for any of the champions at 108, and eventually we're also going to look into 112, 150. Move up 3-4 divisions, because I know this kid's going to be that type of fighter that wins titles in 4 or 5 different divisions.
Well, Jesse, welcome, and translator as well to help if needed. But great words from Robert Garcia. You really are renowned as a top fighter in that gym, which in itself is a great achievement. Yeah. But a big moment for you on Saturday.
Yeah, of course. Like Robert said, first off, thank you for the opportunity. I'm happy to be here in Fresno, beautiful stadium. I get to show my talent on the zone come Saturday night, and I'm more than ready for whatever Burgos has to bring.
You share that confidence as well that Robert has with you, Kyoguchi, Soto, Bermudez. You're ready for all comers. Just need that opportunity.
Yeah, of course. I've been ready since I was 19, 20. I was waiting for the opportunity, and one came for this fight, but it fell through, and I believe everything happens for a reason. I'm going to keep working, keep getting my wins up, and the title shot will come.
And finally, a word for your Mexican fans, of which there are many as well. Just want to say a few words to them as well.
Tune in Saturday night. I'm going to show you an explosive performance, your original Bam Rodriguez performance, and don't miss it.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Brock. Thank you, Jeff. We look forward to seeing these two great young fighters shine in important fights in their career on Saturday night. Well, welcome back. And I never thought the opportunity would come for MarkCastro this early in his career to fight in Fresno, but it was always a very important step in his journey to start fighting here, to fill in stadiums here, and what an opportunity for him on Saturday night. I'm already roasting up here. This man is so cool. He's got a jacket on as well. It's coming up to 26, 27 degrees. Mark, welcome. What an opportunity for you. We've seen people around you all week. A lot of media activity as well, fans going crazy, expecting around 7,000 here on Saturday. What a moment for you to make your Fresno debut on this card in the professional ranks.
Thank you, Eddie. I'm really grateful and excited for the opportunity. I'm just ready to put on a show in front of the fans this Saturday night.
It's quite strange for you to not be fighting on a Canelo Alvarez bill, because that's been a common theme so far, but this is almost more important to you, isn't it? We know that it's important to build you as a star in your hometown, home city, and to get to do this at this stage in your career, you're going to get an unbelievable reception on Saturday night.
Yes, I'm just excited to see the fans' reactions and the fans coming out and support. I know the support is real here in Fresno, and everybody knows me growing up, knows my family, and they just know that a lot of hard work and sacrifice went into this.
Obviously Saturday night, and then maybe even get a run out before the end of the year as well, but we know you want to move quickly in the pro game. You're one of the top US amateurs in coming through the system as well. You've kind of gone through a small part of that development stage so far, but 2022 is a big year. I know you're not looking past Luna on Saturday night, but this is important times here to finish off 2021, but so many big opportunities to arise in 2022 as well.
Well, the main thing, I stay in the gym. I stay focused. I stay working hard every single day, trying to become the best version of myself. And I feel like 2022, I'm going to keep getting better and better.
Thank you, Mark. Angel Luna, welcome. I mean, this guy looks cool, but I've got to say, Angel, that's a cheeky bow tie you've got on there as well. This is his hometown. There's going to be a huge support for him as well, but you're coming to fight on Saturday night for sure.
Ready for the fight. Thank you for the fight. I'm ready for the fight. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for support. I'm ready for the fight. Y vamos a hacer una buena pelea este sábado con Dios delante y estamos ready para la guerra. Esto es boxeo. Yo estoy listo para esto.
We're going to make sure that we give a great fight this Saturday, and I'm very ready for this. I'm taking this very seriously for this fight on Saturday.
Thank you, Angel. And finally for you, Mark, as well, expecting a great fight. This young man had plenty more experience than you in the pro game. This is a really solid step up for you.
Yes, I feel like my team, my manager, and you as well are doing a great job, and I'm just doing my job too. I'm staying in the gym, and I believe the best version of myself can be beat.
Thank you, MarkCastro. Castro against Luna. Massive opportunity for MarkCastro. The Fresno debut in front of a huge crowd this Saturday night live on DAZN. Gentlemen, have a head-to-head here, please. Well, welcome back, and the co-main event of a packed card on Saturday night. This is going to be a tremendous fight, a tremendous war for the WBO Light Flyweight Championship of the World. Elwin Soto against Jonathan Gonzalez, the mandatory challenger for Elwin's WBO Championship. I've got to say, this division right now, of course, on fire when you talk about light fly with Kyoguchi and Jesse Rodriguez and Bermudez. So many opportunities in the division. Of course, these guys have the potential and ability to move up through the gears, through flyweight, super flyweight, with Julio Cesar Martinez, with Estrada, with Rungvisai, with Chocolatito. So many great opportunities at this weight class. It's great to see these guys getting the respect they deserve. This is the most entertaining weight classes in the sport right now. Jonathan, I'll start with you. A lot of people talking about this fight. Mandatory challenger as well. You look fresh. You look ready to go to become a world champion on Saturday.
Yes, I'm very prepared. It's been over 10 weeks of training camp. I want to thank Matchroom. I want to thank all of y'all coming down here. Training camp has been great. I'm going to be the champion number 62 of Puerto Rico.
Obviously, this is Mexico against Puerto Rico. Every promoter loves that narrative as well, but this is a great champion as well. All action. This should gel into a fantastic fight. It seems that every time you guys meet in the light flyweight division or flyweight or super flyweight, we see all action fights. You expect that, seeing this man's style, is going to be a tremendous fight.
The only thing I can say that Saturday night is going to be a war. I'm coming to be the next world champion, 100 champion, and look for big fights.
Obviously, big unification fights out there for you as well. Looking to become a world champion for Puerto Rico would mean a huge amount for you as well. All the sacrifices you made in this sport. I guess this is the pivotal moment of your career. You have to make it count.
I have to be world champion now. This could be my last opportunity, and that's why I have trained hard for this fight. And October 16th is going to be a great night, and Puerto Rico is going to have his other champion.
Thank you, Jonathan, and Elwin through your translator there as well. Jonathan says Mexico v Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico will have a new world champion on Saturday. He expects a war. Do you expect a war as well on Saturday?
Tu rival dice que será otra pelea entre México y Puerto Rico, pero que él va a ganar. ¿Qué piensas? ¿Crees que será una guerra?
No, claro, va a ser una guerra bastante grande, y la verdad que yo solamente voy a salir a hacer mi trabajo.
Of course, it's going to be a big war, and what I know is that I'm going to go out there and win.
Obviously, there is discussions and looking ahead to unification fights as well, but this is your mandatory challenger. This is a very, very tough fight for you on Saturday.
Hay muchas peleas posibles de unificación, pero este es tu retador obligatorio. ¿Qué piensas al respecto?
Pienso que va a ser una defensa un poco difícil, pero pues sabemos que vamos a hacer un buen trabajo y salir de este compromiso y hacer más defensa o si no unificaciones.
I think it will be a defense that will be kind of tough, and I know we will do very well in passing this commitment, and then after that either we will look for unification fights or move up to another division.
Obviously, last time out was crazy on the Canelo Undercard, 73,000 people. Talk to us about that experience as well, and another big experience here in front of 7,000 outdoors. Great times for you on the zone.
En tu última pelea peleaste en el respaldo de Canelo, 73,000 personas. Platícanos sobre esa experiencia y también de tu experiencia aquí en Fresno, donde estarás peleando a través de The Zone.
La verdad que fue una experiencia pelear ahí en la cartelera de Canelo. Nunca me lo esperaba, pero fue un orgullo pelear ahí y le agradezco a la empresa Mushroom por darme la oportunidad. Y claro, también me siento muy a gusto aquí en Fresno, California, y daremos una buena pelea.
To be able to fight there in the Canelo card, something I never expected, and it was a great opportunity. So I'm grateful to Matchroom for the opportunity, and here as well. I feel very nice here fighting in Fresno, California, where I know I'm going to give a great fight.
Thank you, Elwin. And as I said, Mexico against Puerto Rico, the WBO Light Flyweight Championship of the World. This will be a cracking fight here in Fresno, live on the zone. Gentlemen, we have a head-to-head here, please.